Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of Unknown to World Known. We're back today for the relegation playoff, and it's against a team we know. As I mentioned in the last episode, it could well have ended up being them. It is Eskilsminne, the team that we started with last year on Unknown to World Known. We have, of course, got a bit of revenge to go after because they sacked us last year after about 7 episodes. So, we're here for revenge. Just before we get into the episode, if you are enjoying the content so far, please do leave a like down below. Comment your prediction for these playoff games. Are we going to get relegated for a second year in a row at the very start of Unknown to World Known? Or are we going to stay in the division and not be at risk of getting sacked within the first few episodes? And the lineup we're going to go for against Eskilsminne, we're going to go back to the asymmetric 4-1-4-1 formation with Patiki in goal, a back four of Blixt, Jakobsen, Jonsson and Frode. Bartran is the holding midfielder with Salifu in the middle, Soppy on the left, Traore in the number 10, Sharifi on the right, and Egbedi as the sole striker for this game. We're going to go positive. I feel like, unlike the game against Skövde, we're more the favourites in this one. So hopefully that's how we'll see this play out. Early on, we've got a goal kick. Patiki sends it out to literally no one on the left-hand side for Eskilsminne. We remember that yellow and blue kit from last year, matching the Swedish flag, of course. Getachew on the ball there and goes back to Valgren. Persson to Getachew, I assume brother. And we've got a bit of backtracking to do here, but back to Getachew and Getachew again. It bounces a little bit between him and the defender, and then Persson with a chance for a cross. No, Getachew does send it in, and Arberg sends it wide of the post. Corner kick now for Eskilsminne, and Marcus Nilsson has put Eskilsminne 1-0 up after 13 minutes, and that makes today's game a lot harder. Of course, it is over 2 legs, but that's not the start you want. Half time, we are 1-0 down. It's been a really boring first half. We've only had those 2 highlights, and neither of them were for us. So it's far from ideal. We're going to bring Sharifi off for Brawson, because at the moment, I've just not seen anything from Sharifi in this game that's given us a reason to keep him on the pitch. We're going a bit more direct now and lower the tempo, but I think we're going to go very slightly higher tempo and start working the ball into the box. And hopefully what we'll start to see is a bit more of a, we're going to take off distributed flanks, start taking it a bit easier just to try and keep possession and then work them down. Blix has got the ball here, plays it inside to Jakobsen. It was an ambitious ball over the top that didn't come off. Stoltz and Getachew exchanged the ball. And now it's back to Persson at left back. Getachew goes back to Valgren. And again, it looks like it's an Eskilsminne dominated highlight here. Schultz is on the ball, plays it back to Getachew. Valgren out to Persson. Getachew to Schultz. Ball through to Getachew, and that really should have been stopped by Blixt. He does get in and take the ball though. Brawson plays it back to him. And are we going to get a highlight on the counter-attack here? Ball forward has found Egbedi. Can he get past his man? He ends up going inside to Brawson. Traore shoots from range. Oh, what a curling strike from Traore to get us back on level terms. I've just punched the microphone stand. I do apologise if you heard that. But what a strike from Traore to put us back on level terms. I don't believe away goals count in this from what I've seen. But that's still a great goal and gets us back on level terms. Going to make a change on the left-hand side now with Matori coming on for Soppy, who hasn't really done anything all game. Corner kick here. Getachew sends it in. Oh. Bartran's decided he's going to go and push. He's going to go and push Persson, which has given a penalty to Eskilsminne. Arberg steps up, and it's a save from Patiki. But the danger isn't over yet. Olander back to Persson. The danger is over. Or is it because we're straight back in with another throw-in? Olander on the ball here, gets it to Getachew. Svensson, Engholm shoots, but it's over the bar. Never troubling the goalkeeper. Person with another throw-in now. Cross goes straight in, Getachew at the far post, and it's headed over. But again, at full time, we've drawn 1-1. But I'll be honest, I'm not convinced we deserve it, because we only had one shot on target in the whole game. We definitely need to do something different in the home leg if we're going to be securing our place in the division. And a couple of changes going into the second leg. Matori returns on the left-hand side in place of Soppy. Jovanovic in midfield instead of Salifu. And then Egbedi goes out to the right and Brawson comes in up front. I think we've got enough about us to get the win in this second leg at home. Hopefully that will be the case. We start off with an early highlight for Eskilsminne. Sager gets the ball, whips across into the far post, and Olander sends it over the bar. Blixt with a throw in here, sends it with a bullet, but it goes straight off the defender. Blixt now plays it back to Froder. Jovanovic to Blixt. Froder then plays it back to Jakobsen. Jovanovic to Froder. Brawson shoots from range and nearly finds that top corner. What a goal that would have been. Person with the throw in for Eskilsminne. Stoltz though plays it inside to Arberg and back to Persson. He brings it forward to Getachew, back to Shurup, Arberg, then Sager. We need to get a tackle in here. We need to prevent the cross. Sager gets into space. Cross goes into the far post. Blixt heads it away though. And Persson collects it inside to Getachew. Olander on the ball. And again, we need to prevent the cross here. We don't. Arberg has put Eskilsminne 1-0 up at our own ground. And we have got an uphill battle now to secure survival. And it all comes from, we just don't prevent the crosses. We don't do it. That's not good enough. Patiki goes with a long ball forward. Brawson doesn't win the header though. Olander collects it. And he attacks down the left. Goes back to Persson. And then Getachew with a long ball from deep. Schultz. And it's been ruled out. We've got away with that a bit because our defence was not ready for it. And he is just offside. Jakobsen wins a header. Nods it down to Brawson. Traore sends it out to Matori on the left-hand side. Can he get the ball into the box? He can. Brawson doesn't win the header though. Blixt collects it as it breaks away. Jovanovic. And it's gone under the keeper. We're back on level terms. It's 2-2 on aggregate. 1-1 on the night. Looked a little bit like poor goalkeeping if you ask me. But it doesn't matter for us because Jovanovic has shot from range and found the bottom corner. Let's go. Bitiki with a goal kick here. We're just closing in a half time. The long ball goes straight to Persson, who plays it across to Persson. And then Getachew back to Persson. Back to Walgreen, who's sitting a bit deeper. And now Eskilsminne are going to try and start bringing it forward up the pitch. Sagar needs to be stopped. And he is slowed down. Getachew to Arberg though. Inside to Stoltz. Through ball to Olander. Blixt was unaware of it. And that is terrible defending from Blixt. He's watching one man. He's got one man to mark. And he's just watched him run away from him. That's incredibly poor from Blixt. He's ran on your inside. He's not even gone round your back. That's pathetic. That means at half-time, we're 2-1 down. And it's not good enough. We're going to tell Blixt off because of that mistake he's just made. And we've got a lot to do in the second half. Persson with a throw-in on the left-hand side. Jovanovic nearly got the ball there. But it goes back to Valgreen. Olander going to put a cross in from the left. Stoltz with the header and nearly finds the far post. We're going to change to the 3-4-1-2. Salifu's coming on for Jovanovic, who's struggling with an injury. And Matori is going to come off for Soppy as well. Persson with a throw-in for Eskilsminne. And they're working it down that left-hand side. Getachew switches it out to the right. Sagar, cross comes in. Olander with a free header, hits the bar. and then it comes straight back to Olander, and it's blocked again. Stoltz, Getachew back to Sagar, volleys it wide, and we're looking on the ropes at the moment. Another chance for Eskilsminne seemingly starting here. Arbour goes back to Getachew. Back to the left-hand side. Person with the cross. It's gone all the way through to Lundborg, who goes back to Getachew. Shurab, cross to the far post. Blixt heads it away. But Getachew's going to go and collect it. Person. Inside to Getachew. Back to Person. Cross from deep. Lundborg at the far post. Cross the box. Oh my goodness. Jakobsen has somehow stopped that from going in. And now Getachew with a corner. Comes in. It's headed away, but Traore collects it. But it's a poor touch. Batika with a goal kick here. Finds no one. Jakobsen collects it though. Barchan to Brawson. Back to Jakobsen. And Barchan to Brawson. It's back to Jakobsen and Barchan again. Froger to Traore. Out to the right where Blix is there. What can he do with it? Can he get a cross in? He can. Oh my goodness. Defenders missed the cross. And Egbedi has put it into the back of the net. I don't think the keeper was expecting that. And surely that was a massive mistake from the defender. Blixt got just enough space to get that cross in. And yet, Person just completely misses it. Getachew with a corner here, sends it in. It's headed away. Traore collects it. Can he keep the ball here? He can. No, he can't. Engholm has nicked it. And now, cross comes in towards Arberg. Heads it over the bar. Corner kick here. Froder's going to send it in. And as it goes in, Traore has headed it home. We're 3-2 up. 4-3 on aggregate. That could be the goal that secures our safety. Froder with the corner. Traore just gets free. Powers it into the top corner. However, there's a highlight straight from the kickoff here, which makes me a little bit nervous. Lundborg on the ball. Can he get a cross in? He can. Jonsson heads away, but only as far as Shurab. Getachew on the edge now. Cross to Pearson. Engholm takes it into space on the left. Back to Pearson. Cross to Arberg at the far post. He's hit the bar. Jonsson with a throw in here. Gets it to Egbedi. Back to Jonsson. Salifu. Traore. Brawson. Barchan to Traore. Back to Barchan and Traore again. Brawson. Back to Barchan. Traore. Back to Barchan again. Traore again. It's back to Jakobsen now. Blixt. Traore to Brawson. Traore. Looks like we're just waiting for a chance to get a ball through. Salifu plays it back to Traore. Brawson. Salifu. Through to Egbedi. Egbedi. There we go. We have done it. OSTERLEN are going to remain in the Division 1 Sodra. And it all comes from a brilliant bit of play where we just kept on being patient, kept taking our time, and eventually put that ball through that punished them. And that feels like a lovely bit of revenge against Eskilsminne for what happened last season at the start of Unknown to World Known. So we're going to tell them, well done, boys. We're going to give a special shout out to Egbedi and also to Blixt after a much improved second half. And there we go. We are remaining in our division. Now we've got a good chance of getting all our players to sign contracts and being ready for the new season. I don't believe at this level we get a season review, so we're not going to do that. If we do get one, tough, I haven't got time for that at the moment. I'm about to start work. So we're going to go and simulate through to the new season, and then we'll have a look at what signings we've brought in, what players we've retained. I can go through what players we've retained at the moment. The only ones that we're really getting rid of, if we search by their expiry dates, as you can see, the only players still on a contract that ends in December is Good Juffy and Abdul Razek. Neither of them are really good enough for us, so we've signed everyone else that we wanted onto contracts. There's a couple of them, like Ahmad, who's just already on a contract till 2022. If you have enjoyed that, let me know where you think we need strength for the new season. Leave a like down below. comment your prediction for the new season, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content on the channel. Thank you very much for watching.